There we go, team. We are all ready to go for a cheeky little layer on our hula girl. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. First colours first. A little bit. Red. We haven't got a whole lot of binder today, so bear with me if we run out. We might have to call it early. We'll see how we go. Hey yo. Here we go. Red's the first colour up. Saturated, popping. There we go. Just gonna dabble with it in a few of these little spots. Alright. So one of the beauties about this work is the intense layering that's going to occur. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. I've got to make sure that keep it transparent too. Temptations to add in a whole bunch of pigment when it's about building it up layer by layer. Yeah, I probably should sleep, but we'll do a quick layer. Hang out briefly, spend some time, throwing around some paint. That's what's important. I keep seeing my binder as well, which is the egg yolks mixed with water. Thanks, Wendy. And I haven't mistaked it yet, but the first thing my mind thinks is that's orange juice. So I think it's a matter of time before I drink some of the binder, which would be totally okay. It's like non-alcoholic eggnog. But ideally, I wouldn't. Alright. Jeepers, guys. We crossed the mark of 300 members on the team. Now we've got 308. That snuck past me. You invest in stocks? No, I don't invest in stocks. I did briefly, but that was stupid. What I spent. I bought shares of some New Zealand companies, and I thought to myself, what am I doing? I've got no idea what I'm doing. I should be spending all this money on art supplies. That'd be a fast, more intelligent decision. Sam, Josh, I'm doing great. Good to have you here. Just adding in some reds here, splashing them around. Model instead, you reckon? That sounds so much more fulfilling. I bet after 70 years of that, I'd be so happy. Painting makes me happy, guys. Painting's a dream. This is everything I want to be doing. There we go. Beautiful. Wine glass. You're on to me, Sam. It is, so it's a little bit of a change, but that's because this mixture is far more like water, so it suits being in one of these glasses far more. But when we go back to more of our buttery paint, that's when going back to the plate becomes important. Liquidy, watery, wine glass, buttery, thick, plate. And that's how we create that separation. Friend Joyce realised she could clone herself. She rejoiced. Well done, well done. That's a good one, actually. That's a very good one. One of your finest. Yeah, so I call this the, tongue-in-cheek, I call it the Corona Studio, because there's this giant Corona billboard on one side of it, which you can see the sort of side of it there, It's from back when they had the campaign. What was the campaign? It was From Where You'd Rather Be. Honestly, I shouldn't be forgetting it. It's literally behind the painting. There you go. From Where You'd Rather Be. That's what it says. What are you doing? I'm painting. Cough in a beat you can see. That's confusing. Not in Auckland currently though. Corona Studio is in Tauranga. So we're down in the Bay of Plenty at the moment, which is fun. There we go. Let me just message. That's a very, very constructive comment, Ryan. I'm glad you came on to make constructive comments. One thing we do here, and we do a really good job of it, is making sure we focus on making a happy environment, a lot of positivity and joy, where we can spread a bit of love for art and connect. That wants to be free of politics, ideally. I'm 62 and I still want to... Oh, Will, you go for gold, mate. Get into it. Typically, my exercise involves just going for a walk. It's really... anything you can do to get the blood pumping is good enough by me. I reckon. Just make sure you're on full brightness. Here I am struggling to read. That'll help a lot. There we go. I'm going to add a bit more to that. Nah. Hold fire on that one. Let's grab a hold of this one. Leaving behind that one. Now I want a whole bunch of egg and just a little bit of lemon yellow. Limoncello. And hello, Lanky. Beautiful wahine? Yes, indeed. So this one here is going to Maui. And it's actually a fairly sentimental painting. It's fairly important. It's very, very important. It's going to an individual who lives over there, who wants to remember and support the disaster that's occurred there recently. And so we're making this painting. It's not something we're going to publicise, but a portion of it's going to go to supporting those Maui fires. But more importantly, it's something for him to remember it and have in his home. So we'll capture that. That's the goal. Continue to paint? Yes, indeed. That's the plan. That's the plan. Here we go. You can see how these yellows are going to make the whole painting just catch light. Turn on fire. Yeah, happy yellow is right. Now there's going to be so many yellows in this to really bring the painting out, because yellow is so transparent already. It's not the strongest colour out, so we'll need to layer it. Like honestly, with these blacks we've added, it's going to need layering like 7 to 10 times at least. So we'll have fun with it, but it's going to require that layering. No doubt. You like it, Joy? That's good. I'm glad. Getting that more vibrant colour in the background. It sort of lost it for a moment there as I went into those whites and blacks. So, be good to bring it back. Artist in thy casa. Sort of. It's actually an artist in a garage. This, I call it the Corona Studio, but it's actually a modified garage. So, it's fun to work in, but it's definitely a modified garage. Which is fantastic, because one whole side of it can open up, so that way you can fume the area out, whatever you call it. Remove the fumes from the studio. There we go. Why didn't you put a face on her? Well, that's like asking someone who's building a hotel, why haven't you put couches and beds in it yet? Hotels always have beds. Why is there no beds in your hotel? And the person building the hotel hasn't even painted the walls, and he'd be like, there's steps to this process. So she's gonna get a face, but putting faces on, it's a step-by-step process. And we're just not at that step just yet. In fact, all the detail around it is fairly comparable. The amount on the hand, the face, the dress, the everything. And that's what we want it to be. An equal amount of detail over the whole surface. It's a lovely colour. I think we're going to add some white into this one. You're all good, Wendy. And yes, thank you. This is Tauranga, New Zealand. And that was a whole bunch more white we just added. Put a little bit more of this. Now we can only go for as long as our egg tempera lasts. So I actually ran out of eggs. How embarrassing is that? These are good trousers. $10 from an op shop. They are, I've never heard of their cut before. This is a first for me. They're called Carrot Cut. Carrot Fit? Carrot Fit. Which I thought was hilarious, but they were a perfect fit at the same time. So here we are, wearing Carrot Fit pants. There we go. Lovely. With all your paint challenges? Yeah, good question. So we had a few paint challenges, and in those challenges, I won 2, and then I lost 1. If you look at the reels, the one I got bumped on was the mushroom one. I asked the lady in the audience for an idea of what to paint, and she told me mushroom garden. So I'm like, all right, we're doing a mushroom garden. And then when we went at it, it just turned out that just didn't resonate with the crowd as much as the other pieces did, which is all right. Not everything has to land. I had fun making it. The girl who asked for a mushroom garden too tried to bid on it, but she got outbid by a lovely lady called Karen, who picked it up the next day, which was fantastic that she got it, but also a pity that the girl didn't end up with it. She seems sweet. There we go. Beautiful. You liked it, Wendy? That's good. That's good. There we go. Little touches of colour. I do like this kind of painting. Beautiful, clean, saturated with colour. All of these are giant perks. Hey Smiley, how you doing? There we go. We'll see if we can't capture this beautiful lady doing her fantastic movements. See that there? And cut that in some more. Which will bring that up some more. There we go. Change that position of the elbow. Sweep up there a bit more. Smiley, I'm doing fantastically. Yeah, well, artwork is presents. I haven't really done a whole lot of giving away artwork as presents, to be honest. Occasionally, but like only when someone asks. I won't typically do it. Like, hey, here's a painting I made. They might not have room in their house, see. You could just be creating a problem for them. And it's a little bit harder to read than usual. It's weird. It's weird. Usually it's much easier. There's just more stark lights in my eyes. Here we go. There's a few little highlights coming around here. This is this amazing flower. Flowers around her hips, and then also around her neck, and then this beautiful thing on her head, and then also around her wrists. And so there's lots to capture here. Explosions of colour. So we're playing with that a whole lot. Thanks, Eileen. Appreciate you. And Kobe, I'm glad you like it. It's not for everyone. Certainly not. Some people would say that this is an absolute mess. And art's subjective. They could be right. There we go. Let me cut in here just a little bit more. There we go. And then up around here. Beautiful. Just gently. We've got a lot more egg in at the moment. Thicken the paint beautifully. And just keep adjusting her up and over. That's the key. A beautiful mess. Oh. Me and this painting have things in common. That's so nice. There we go. You can see it touching in there, collecting up little bits of that red. Beautiful. There we go. We'll sneak down here. Lovely. Lovely. And that is our yellow. Now I also don't want to overdo the greens. I think we have enough greens in there right now. Probably I want some more white in there? No. What do we want? Maybe some... Permanent crimson. Throw this in there. Ooh, actually, I've got a sneaky trick. This will be even better. Here we go. A little bit of this in there. Lovely. Mix that up and give me that sweet, sweet warm tan. Now we're talking. Now this is the colour that I want. Lovely. Slap this on nice and strong all over the show. Hello Jules, how you doing? And Troll, thank you very much, appreciate you. There is so much beauty in chaos, but not all chaos. It's not controlled chaos, I think. There's beauty in accepted chaos. If you try and fight the chaos, it makes it look like something else entirely. But accepted chaos. I hate the word control. I don't like saying controlled chaos, but when you accept it, you get this weird control over it. I don't know how to explain it. It's so paradoxical. Yes, that is correct, Jules. Oh, thanks, Eileen. Look, stick figure drawings get a hard time, but I tell you what, if any of you are from New Zealand and you've been to Pack and Save, you'll know that someone got very, very famous over a stick drawing. So, rag on stick drawings all you want. It's a mascot of a massive restaurant chain. Sounds pretty cool to me. Sounds pretty cool to me. Here we go. This is gonna... You can see how we're slowly cutting shapes in here too. Just cutting down our figure, slowly forming it, getting it more correct, stroke after stroke. Not that it's not a great figure right now, but just more correct to her posture. It's the actual movement that she's got that we want to capture. So I've pulled that part forward there, pulled the hand back, and just added a bit more perspective, as if she's not just standing straight, but a little bit more around to the side. That is the plan. Yes, that's true. Orange voting guy as well. Okay. Two very, very famous characters. Name a more iconic duo. Oh wait. They are pretty famous. Now, next colour off the ranks. What's it gonna be? I want some pinks. I want some very, very vibrant pinks. Here we go. I'll take it. It's magenta, but it'll still do that job of the pinks that I'm so desperate for. I want that vibrant pink colour coming out of the flowers around here. It's just not captured yet. It's just still lurking in the backgrounds. Here we go. A little bit of this. Voila. Beautiful, beautiful. You don't get it? The picture or what I said? Arms flex. That's just not what this is about. But if you Google that, I'm sure you'll find many, many men who can do a far better arm flex than me. And that'll make you happy. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Good to have you here. There we go. This can cut down here to the elbow and up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely. Surprising amount of colour. That's what makes it beautiful. That sudden explosion really grabs the imagination. I love it. And are you a news reporter? I am not. I am not. I've got a friend from high school who used to be a news reporter, is a news reporter. He's really good at it. Works on multi-television. Anyway. Very, very good dancer. I'll say that much. What's my favourite colour to paint with? The one I'm using right now. I love magenta. I love magenta. Something so fun about it. So liberating. The colour itself always is such incredible pigment. And it seems that no matter what the painting is, Magenta just fits in just so nicely. It's great. King DeQuee, you're being weird, I'm afraid. So we're going to give you a little bit of time to chill. There we go. Hello, Jade. Welcome, Jade. It's been a while since I've had you come on earlier in the session. Pleasure's mine. Are you watching the RWC? Ooh, I'm going to show you my stupidity here. What's the RWC? You'd be like, Seb? Only the single biggest Tennessee Derby? What? I don't know. What is the... you got to help me out here. There we go. Beautiful. Ooh, yes, Rugby World Cup. Well, I hear that Ireland lost to the All Blacks. And South Africa beat Argentina. And Australia did something. And then there's a couple more matches to go. So you see, I'm right up with the play. I got it sorted. I am champing at the bit for more information on that. I'll tell you that for free. Seb, will there be a print of it? Yes, most likely. And actually horrified? What happened, Ashley? Oh, about the Rugby World Cup? Sorry. Well, look, I'll tell you what. I never give anyone a hard time if they ask me, what do you get when you mix blue and yellow? What is the complementary colour of purple? What do you get when you mix yellow and red? What would you get if you mixed 2 parts red with 1 part yellow with 1 part white? I never ever give someone a hard time on that. And I'll always give them the answer they're looking for. So when I ask you what's the difference between that sport they play with the oval ball and the Dalmatian ball, be nice to me and just say that one's soccer and that one's rugby, but don't call it soccer or they'll get upset because God forbid you use a descriptive word to explain something. South of Africa beat France. Oh, did they? I thought I said that. Good on them. Proud of them. As long as everyone had fun on the day, that's the important thing. Did they all go out there and try their best? With their mums on the sidelines holding oranges, so at the half time they could all put them in their mouths and pretend they were their actual mouth guards, but then also get a good helping of vitamin C. Or was that just for kids? Because if I took that away, then the sport got a whole lot less fun. Maybe that's why I stopped watching. I was like, where are the oranges? Wait, no, Jay, the Dalmatian ball is the other one. It's the one with a how do you explain it? You're not allowed to use your hands, which is great. I sort of feel like the rules for something like soccer, I should say football, were sort of come up within a playground where like one kid couldn't handle the other kids being good at things, and so we just kept coming up with new rules, and they were playing like a basketball soccer hybrid, and then the kid who was in charge got upset because people kept throwing the ball past him. And he says, right, that's it, no more hands. If you touch it, we call it a handball, feet only. And he had just longer feet than everyone else. And then, I don't know, some poor kid got given the arbitrary job of sitting in goal. That breaks my heart. Poor goalies. Just sit there waiting for someone to kick something at them. Like, how do you explain that to someone as a pitch for a fun idea for a sport? If you sit there by that thing and just watch, and then occasionally we're going to run up while we're all having fun and we're going to try and kick something at you as hard as we can. And if you don't let it hit you, then you are going to be scrutinized and hated by your whole team, and we'll all laugh at you as the opposing team. That's literally the pitch. If you don't use your body to deflect the ball, since we've been leaving you out of the game and playing on the other side of the field, maybe I'm a cynic, or I've got like some deep trauma of being a goalie. Who knows? But anyway, we're painting a lovely hula girl. It sounds like an impossible challenge. What? Playing a sport with no hands? Oh, not this one. Oh, Zeet. This one's not doing it for you. Well, you know what, Zeet? I appreciate your honesty. It's not every day that you can come on here as an artist and say, I've got some really honest friends. If Zeke doesn't like it, he'll come on and tell me that he hates it. And I appreciate that. Power to you. Your dreams were over. That's a pity, Susan. I was always goalie because I'm tall. Fair enough. Look, guys, I love sport, but I'm more of a... I like American football. That's fun. I need people to explain to me little bits and pieces here and there. But I love American football. I love ice hockey. I love inline hockey, like regular hockey. I like rock climbing. I like all sorts of sports. But I've never been such a fan of the mainstream popular sports, which is not a good way to be if you want to be a pro, because obviously money follows the mainstream. But that's all right. Jules, a Dalmatian ball. Well, a Dalmatian ball would be a ball that goes from black to white to black to white to black to white. It's me using a description for soccer. There we go. Lovely. Perfectos. I like playing sport more than watching. Good on you, Jules. Here we go. And then we're going to grab some blues. Some blues. Money is lame. It is lame, but it's also essential. So, I'm not saying you need a lot of it, but a little bit is handy. I encourage a little bit. Righty-tighty. A little bit in here. Voila. And let's grab a little brush. This is going to be blue, team. That's the plan. The little tubes are gouache paint. Gouache. So, gouache is basically just gum and pigment. Guar gum. A little bit of water sometimes. So it's great to combine into our tempera to get blue. Guar gum. Same as the stuff that goes in food, guys. Stabilizer. Stops the pigment from going clumpy, I assume, in the test tube. In the paint tube. Thanks, Kerry. Zeke hates it. Sorry, Zeke, throwing you under the bus there, mate. It's this is very, very popular with the colour, and it's sort of a hero pick. So you certainly have her front and centre So you can eat the paintings, in theory. No, you can't, because we're not using food grade pigments. Now, some pigments are totally fine, but not all of them. And so, theoretically, no. But if you used regular food grade pigments, like food colouring, you should be alright. But the egg hardens so fast that you might not like that idea, or find that idea as appealing as you might think. A Lilo and Stitch. Kerry. Of course I'd like to do a Lilo and Stitch. The funny thing about Lilo and Stitch is that they have, if you haven't seen it before, the most incredible artwork for all the backdrops. All the backdrops in Lilo and Stitch, I think they're all watercolours, but they're all hand painted regardless. And so when you see the animated characters running around, realise and see the love that went into all the backgrounds in that movie. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, I have a soft spot for Lilo and Stitch. I'd absolutely paint them. There we go. Thanks, Tails. And I'm slowly following these comments. In Germany you play soccer? Yeah. New Zealand plays soccer too. We're alright at it. We've got a team, and that team's got a name. I don't personally know the name, but I know they have one. It's the White Sox. The Black Sticks is hockey. I think they called themselves the All Whites. Maybe. Because maybe they thought the best way to become famous was to have some sort of witty joke off the All Blacks. Which I'm not inclined to say is a bad idea. It's pretty clever. We typically paint in whatever we feel like. And today, that's some op shop shorts, pants, a collared polo, ooh, that's an interesting drip. I'll just scoop that up a little bit. There we go. Really interesting drip. Big, long, red drip. What's the next colour going to be? Intense. There we go. A little bit of this. You can go with this. You can go with that. And we're going to get a lovely, swampy green. Delightful. You can see it in the bottom there. That's what we're after. That's our colour. That's exciting. Beautiful. Just a little bit, capturing the beauty of the leaves she's wearing. Just being careful with the colours. Lovely. Beautiful. In the wine glass, yes indeed. Have a look at this painting. pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's not there yet, but it's heading in the right direction. Good morning, Santiago. How are we doing? This is much better. Thanks, Ashy. It's like, this guy is much better than slow hits of dopamine. Mean. It's actually a massive compliment though, because doom scrolling is a serious thing. You get lost. I've recently liked a page which is really funny, which is for anti-doom scrolling. I'm really enjoying it. And what they do is they've got a whole bunch of clickbait videos, which is like, it zooms you in like someone getting a block of ice and throwing it. And just before it hits, it doesn't show you, it goes, got you again. And it says, get off your phone, go do something, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of cool because you are doom scrolling, and then whenever one of these videos pops up, it sort of snaps you back into reality and out of that doom scroll. You can get lost in it. It's so addictive. The algorithm knows what you want to see, and it'll just keep showing you until you have just hours drift by as you stare at your device. It's so powerful. Here we go. Cheers, Susan. You lose track of time? Yeah. I can sympathise with that big time. Big time. It's always late at night too when there's no distractions. That's when you sit down and do some proper damage on a doom scroll. End up in some weird pockets of the internet. Listening to some weird tutorial on how to, or some philosophical videos, and you're like deep in that Kierkegaard. Someone out there's like, oh, I know what he's talking about. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take this brush down and put it down here. Oh, well, Amy, absolutely lovely to have you here. Here we go. Here we go. Thanks, Troy. It's interesting, actually, though. These eggs are behaving a little bit differently, which is kind of interesting. They're not drying as fast, and they're slightly thicker. Quite interesting properties. But it's totally okay. We'll make it work. There we go. Beautiful. Here we are. First few touches on the face. It's looking more like acrylic paint. That's fun. That's actually kind of cool. It's certainly got that eggy look up close, that iridescent shine. There we go. Dabble with a little bit through here. And that's going to come down here. There we go. Perfecto. Yeah, the colours should come out with a semi-transparent glow to them. Absolutely. That's the goal. That's the goal. Grab a little bit more of this green. I'm going to add a bit more of this to it. Voila. And grab the big brush this time. Come right down low and just do a nice, gentle overcoat. There we go. Voila. We are running low on our delightful eggs. So, you might have to give me a chance to go down to the store and buy some more. But we'll see how we go. There we go. Beautiful. Zeta's not liking it. Well, I'm sorry you don't like it, Zeta. I don't think it's going to grow on you as we continue. It'll get a few more poppy colours. It'll get a bit more darker areas, a little more detail here and there. But the overall theme is currently there. That won't be deterred or changed. It will maintain that. So if you don't like it now, I can't help you. I just simply can't. There we go. Cheers, Santiago. And interesting use of the wine glass. It is indeed, but it's a good one for this one. As you can see, the paint's really, really runny. And since it's so runny, the wine glass adds a far greater ability to hold the colours in order to paint. Here we go. Just a little bit so we can come back with those far more intense whites and yellows when it's dry tomorrow, which will be fun. There we go. Beautiful. All through there. Then I'm going to jump that brush out of there and just grab a little bit more of this. Stroke this through here, building up these layers. There we go. Now she's seeing that proper form coming up through her. I do like to cook. I'm a very, very simplistic cook. I'm a meat and two veggie kind of guy. So I like to make simple. Probably because the art gets so wily and chaotic that having a bit of control over some simplicity feels good. And hello, Steve. How are we doing? I see a hello, Steve there somewhere. There we go. And now I'm going to grab just a little bit of black. Add the black into that red. And like I say, we run ourselves dangerously close to running out of pigment. So once we're out of pigment, not out of pigment, sorry, out of binder, our yolk, we are forced to go find some more eggs, which may be quite a challenge to find tonight. Hey Steve, yeah, they have been going a little bit fast, but that's good. Ashley's found the emojis. Now let's get some defining black lines just in a few of these areas to help define the dress. There we go. You're starting to see the face? It'll take time, Z. It'll take time. But if you've now committed to not liking it. Don't you dare come back and say you see more detail. So now you like the vibe of the image. That's not what we're after. Because if you do that, that means you're after detail the whole time and not after that impression or expression that we so badly crave. That's what we want, guys. There we go. Beautiful hair. Beautiful. See how this is just cutting over the top of all those other tones. Bring them in there. Beautiful. And down here. Lovely. Lovely. You see the face? Fantastic. Actually, it does give those vibes, actually. But that one's actually, funnily enough, my looking into the sun and asking a question face. So, dual purpose. Better way to put it, dual purpose. Right. Actually, the lady should be looking off to the right. She should have that right angle gaze on her. If she's looking directly forward, I may need to actually listen to Zeet and add some more detail into this one. I may have gone well and truly off track. There we go. You interrogated the sun? No, I didn't. Oh, that's very funny, but no, I didn't. I think I was asking a question to someone. Stage right. Time. Here we go. Just a little bit up here. Don't want too much black up here in these parts. There we go. Beautiful. And then around on this elbow here, just a teeny bit. Nice. And then down, cutting close. And this here. There we go. There we go. These blacks are very intimidating, but the beauty behind them is they do add that all-important form. So we'll need to cut back with more colours again, of course, but we just need to keep coaching out that form because part of her beauty is her form. So we need to make sure we get that right. And get these little wave moments through here and through here, and through here. Lovely. Hi, Film Tum. And hello, LJ. How are we doing? Zeet and Seb joining forces, about time. He's not going to say the things that were said in the other live. Jeepers. What was said on the other live? Now I'm worried. I don't want to know. I shouldn't have asked. There we go. Where else are we going to go? Perfect. Perfecto. Lovely. Just grab a little bit off here. Beautiful. You're all good, Jade. Thanks for popping on in. And the glasses deal with the paint being really... See that? Glass is perfect for that. Zeet, we know it's not your favourite. That's the 4th time you've let me know. And I appreciate your opinion. But let it exist. It's something very unique and different from the other ones. And also, it's in its infancy. Infancy means it's a caterpillar. You wouldn't judge a caterpillar on its ability to fly. You judge a butterfly on its ability to fly. So let this painting take proper form. That's what's important. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Susan. But we are on Lee, like I say, tail end. Because a lot of these areas are now wet. When we add it over the top, it just muddies the water. It doesn't actually add new layers, which is not exactly what we're after. We want those new layers coming through. Transparency, building on transparency. That's the key. There we go. Perfect. All right, we were out of paint. Susan, watercolour is completely, this is much more fatty, I'd say, because it's using the egg yolks. It dries far more brittle. Watercolours you can roll around. These are very, they dry almost like rock, and so it has to go on a hard surface. If it goes on a soft surface, it could crease, and then once it creases or bends, crack, paint's ruined. So hard surface, survive indefinitely. That's the go. Yes, it's 11:15 here. I'm going to hit the hay, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll pop down to the store early tomorrow morning. When I go down early, I'll purchase a bunch of eggs, and we should be good to go from there. Once I get the required eggs and some more gesso too, which is the surface preparer. You can't see it, but I'll take you for a little tour once I get these little bits. Give me a second. There we go. I'll take you for a quick tour, guys. This will be pretty fun. And Michael, yes, I do. There's nothing currently, excuse me, I'll get that out of my hair. So this is our piece here. I'll bring you close here so you can see there's lots and lots of colours going on in here, but still form isn't quite there. It's in its wild stages. It's in its infancy. We'll see where it goes. Now, if we come around here, I've got a whole bunch of pieces in their dry stage. So, whoop. And, whoop, bear with me. That's the camera. Don't want to put my finger over that. So we got shelves with a bit of junk on them. a piece here, which I was thinking about attacking, but its gesso wasn't quite done. And then I've got some little fun things over here. A project that I occasionally pop out. It's the sharing picture. And yeah, this one's already in a frame, which is pretty exciting. These two are massive. And then over here, our lovely little picture. Our lady. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, guys, I'll put you back down here. And I am going to love you and leave you. Okay, guys. Cheers. Bye for now. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're healthy and happy. Good to catch you briefly, guys. But when you run out of paint, you run out of paint. No, it's I had some amazing fresh eggs that we did use, but I just need a few more. And then through here, how we started with those yellows, they need to come back, yellows and whites. Bring that lively colour out from it. That's the plan. All right, guys, talk soon. Bye for now.